trying to move them in bed, because shoes can be heavy, especially if you're on the scale and you're on a diet. You want to take off the shoes. You're going to Weight Watchers or something like that. You want to take off the shoes. So a little less that I have to lift. Okay, so have you ever gone to, how many people have been in a hospital and seen a patient bed? Okay, and a lot of times you'll see, yeah, they have a sheet, the undersheet, and then there'll be this sheet that's like partway on the bed. Okay, we call that the draw sheet. Okay, not always is it there. It's really your friend if it is. And you're not trying to short sheet somebody's bed. We used to do that in sleepovers. Anyways. Okay, so we have a sheet here. Okay, now I could fold it lengthwise, and I'd make a hot dog, but I want to make a hamburger. Or a taco. Okay. So, here is my hamburger. Okay. And I'm going to need to get this under Hannah. Okay, there are bunches of ways to do this. There's a two-man way of doing this, but I usually do it one person. So I'm going to show you my way, and then I'll show you the two-man way, okay? All right, so my way, I'm going to lower this a little bit, because I'm so tall. And my way is, I'm going to take the sheet, and I'm going to do an accordion, so a scrunch, or scrunchy up, part way up the sheet, okay? So it's folded and folded and folded. I don't want to roll it like this because I'm going to have to stick this underneath her, and if she's actually on the roll, I'm never going to get to it. So I do the accordion method, or the scrunch method. Okay, so here's my scrunch method, and I'm going to put this on Hannah's side, okay? And notice that in this situation, I want some sheet at the acromion, and I want some sheet at the greater trochanter. So is this going to work for John? Tall John? Probably not. So you're going to have to fold it probably hot dog way, or fold it this way underneath him. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of stick that there. Okay. All right. So we're going to roll towards me first. I'm going to do all the work. You get to relax. I get to do all the work. All right. So I don't have to do my weightlifting today. So I'm going to take her leg and I'm going to cross it over. So the furthest leg, I'm going to roll her towards me on this side. So I want to roll the furthest leg and bring it to where we're going to go. Okay. And notice that slightly protracts her pelvis a little bit, which is good because I'm going to be going underneath it. All right, so again, I'm doing the lunge with my legs. And I don't know, I usually like my pelvis on the side that the patient's pelvis is. Okay, and then I'm going to put my hand underneath her pelvis. Okay, so down by the ischial tuberosities, the sits bones, and then on the scapula. Okay, so my wrist is flexed over her acromion. Okay, and all I'm going to do is weight shift. Okay, so here, and I'm weight shifting. I'm going to bring her back, and I'm weight shifting. This was tough, wasn't it? Okay, so do you feel like you're going to go anyplace? My big body is here. It's not going to let her go anyplace. So I take one hand along her body, and then I take my accordion folded sheet, and I stick it way underneath. All right. And now now, I have one hand on her pelvis and one hand on her acromion, and I'm going to weight shift forward. Ha-ha! And go to the other side of the bed. I uncross her legs, and I cross them over because she's going to roll this way. Okay. All right, so scapula and pelvis. Sheets out there, nice. And weight shift. Okay. Ta-da! We have, it's called a draw sheet, and it's underneath her. And I can use that to move her in bed. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. While we have you on the draw sheet, let me have somebody come as my, okay. Okay. Shoes on. And you can kind of see where he's already sliding. And I'm going to want you to do a weight shift, and if your feet slides, you're going to be weight shifting into a split, and we don't want that to happen.
That on purpose, so you guys can catch on.
Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take the sheet, and you're going to kind of scrunch it on up, and you're going to get as close to the patient as possible. And you're going to want that supinated grip, so hands like this. Even more so, exaggerate. Get really in and get closer to her. More. There you go. Okay, you want your elbows in by your side, so that will help provide stability. Okay, so here I am, and what we're going to do first, on the count of 3, we're just going to lift about a ½ inch. Okay? And we're just going to see, can we do it? Okay? Now remember, you should be having your legs in a lunge position. Okay? Your knees bent, hips bent. Okay? So on the count of 3, we'll lift just a little. 1, 2, 3. Oh, a little. Okay, 1 inch. Okay, so just okay. So again, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. All right. So
on top of her.
the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move her towards me. So I'm going to move her legs over towards me. Okay, and I'm going to cross